This meeting is being recorded.
Now you're all aware that you're being recorded. So thank y'all so much for joining me tonight. I'm really excited to help you guys. And if there's anything specific that you want help with, that you don't, hear me talk about tonight, if I skip something, please let me know. Like, hey, I want to learn how to do this thing. Then please, for sure, let me know. So the first thing I'm going to do is, if you have your enzyme peel and you want to do your enzyme peel, go for it. I just did mine. And I am going to put on a little bit of moisturizer really quick. And then the first thing we're going to do is use our primer. If you guys have a primer, you can grab that, and we'll do that first. And that's going to go on. So a lot of people ask me, like, how do you use primer? Like, a lot of people have never used a primer before, and they're not really sure when to use it or how to use it. So the purpose of a primer is to prime your face and create the perfect canvas for your foundation. So this is the one that I use. This is my personal favorite. It's our Flawless Primer. It evens out your skin tone. It shrinks your pores, so it helps to diminish the appearance of your pores, to keep them clean, to make your makeup look better, and to help keep it on. So it actually helps to keep your makeup on all day, and it also evens out your skin tone as well. So if you have really uneven skin, it's going to help to even out that skin tone. And it has a yellow tint. I don't know if you guys can see that. The yellow tint actually helps to neutralize red and purple tones in your skin. So another mistake that people make with primer is they don't tap all over, and sometimes they don't use enough. So I use a fat pea size, and then I tap my fingers together. And the best way to apply this is to tap all over your face, and then you're going to massage it in. Okay. So you're going to massage this in all over your face, and it goes further versus if you just start in one area and try to work your way out, you may end up needing more because it doesn't spread as far. So just tap it all over, and if you look like Casper, you're doing it right. And you just put it, I put it on my eyelids as well. So all over your eyes. Okay. And then you will apply your foundation. So the foundation that I use our 4-in-1 Ultra Finish foundation the most. So this is a foundation that also has a concealer, a finishing powder, and a sunscreen built into it. It's very lightweight. It does not clog your pores. It's not heavy. It doesn't have that cakey feel, so it feels really good on your skin. So apply this next, and I use our chisel brush. So this is our old chisel brush. This is the new one. So if you have this, you may have this one with the black handle. This is my personal one. It's been around for a while. So the proper way, I have a lot of girls that tell me that they have never applied their foundation correctly. So the proper way to apply your foundation, your powder foundation, is in a circular motion. So if you go in a sweeping motion, you'll know, if you do it, you can watch and you'll notice that it will kind of like fling it into the air, and you waste product that way. So instead of going back and forth, do it in a circle, and you'll notice that you get a lot better coverage, and your product will last you a lot longer as well. So let's see. So you just apply your foundation if you have foundation. And I do on my eyes as well, top and bottom. I love this foundation too because it's infused with vitamin E and the aloe vera, so it's very nourishing for your skin. And it doesn't, I struggle with hormonal acne. So I love this because it's not heavy, it's not clogging my pores, and it lets my skin breathe so it doesn't break my skin out. Okay, so once you have applied your foundation, then you can start contouring. And if you guys want to do this with me, I would love for you to, so that you can kind of like do it as you watch me and learn how to do it yourself. But it's totally up to you. So I like to take a slanted brush. So this is part of our 5-piece professional brush set. So this is the slanted brush that you use for contouring and for cheek color. And I am going to do this really pretty color right here is called tourmaline. This is one of my favorites. So whatever blush that you have, you can use it now. And you really just want to start, so kind of tilt your head, you know, around. And I like to start right behind the apple of my cheek. So you don't want to go too close into your nose. Okay, so start kind of in the middle and just kind of barely tap. You're going to turn your brush sideways like this. Yep, and Sandy's doing it as well, so you can watch her. Just like that. And you just, versus kind of getting wild with it, you just kind of gently pat. And if you tilt your head down, a lot of times okay, so if I turn my head just sideways, you don't really see anything, right? But if I tilt my head down, see where that little shadow appears right underneath your cheekbone? That's kind of where you want your contouring to be. And if you do your mouth sideways like this, it'll show up more. Okay, so there's the blush. And if you're using bronzer, so bronzer is going to go right up underneath that. So bronzer is going to go, and you can use your brush too to kind of find, like, yeah, just like Sandy's doing, like right underneath your cheekbone is where your bronzer is going to go, okay? So same brush, right there where that shadow is. And you start out very light and just build it to how you want it, to how dark you want it to be. You can always go darker, but if you go too heavy at first, it's harder to get it really blended. So start out light. Just like that. And then you can blend it. This is our fluffy powder brush that comes with the brush set. So I love to use this one just to blend it out really well. And then if you want to take it a step further, you can contour around your hairline. So I love doing this. I do it just about every time I do my makeup, and it really makes a big difference. So you can take your bronzer, or if you have a foundation that is too dark for you, you may use a foundation if it's a couple shades darker than your skin. You can also use it to contour with, but I just have a bronzer, so I'm going to use that. So to contour around your face, you're going to go just right up here above your forehead. So just right around your hairline. And just kind of pat as you go around. And it's going to create just a little bit of a shadow. Do y'all see that? How it's just a little different, but it's not drastic. And then take this and just blend it really good. See how that makes a little bit of a difference? It's not just like a white billboard anymore. It's a contour billboard. Okay, so then I love using highlighter. So I'm going to show you guys how to use highlighter. Now, highlighter, if you have the brush set, this is our liquid foundation brush. I actually love using this to apply my highlighter with. So this is the diamond highlighter that I have right. Let me see. Well, this is my personal one, so it looks very used, but it's one of my favorite things to use. So this is what the diamond highlighter looks like. So it's just a very pretty, shimmery, like pearl color. And you just take this brush and just get a little bit on there, and then it's going to be above your cheekbone. So like right on top of your cheekbone. And you're going to go just like this. You want it to be right where the sun is going to hit it when you tilt your face. And then down the bridge of your nose as well. And if you're feeling super bougie, I'll teach you guys how to do this too. So you can take, if you have a brush like this, it works the best. It's like a little, oh, we have somebody else joining. Let me let her in. So if you have like a little round brush like this, I love these things, y'all. They're great for doing your eyeshadow and contouring your nose. So you can actually contour your nose to make your nose look thinner. So you can take your bronzer or your darker foundation, and you're going to go right here along. It's right on the corner of your nose right here. And then we'll blend this in. This is how you get that model nose. Yes, Sandy, just like that. You're doing it right. Okay. Yep, just like that. And then you just blend it in really good. So I actually like to blend the contour on my nose with my foundation brush. But you can use really any brush, whatever you think works best. And you guys can practice this, and you'll learn how to do it, on your own, and it'll feel comfortable once you do it a couple times. Yep, looks fabulous. Okay, I feel like I look super white in this bathroom light. Sandy looks all tan. She looks so pretty tonight. Okay, so that's how you do contouring. Does anybody have any questions about that? About how to use anything regarding cheek color, contouring, anything? No? Everybody's good? Okay. So I'm going to do eyeshadow next, but I'm actually going to let Sandy give you guys some tips on how to do eyeshadow if you are over the age of 50 and you have hooded eyes. Sandy, her eyes always look absolutely gorgeous. So I asked her if she minded hopping on here and giving you guys some tips. So Sandy, I'm going to give it to you.
Hey, thank you, Ashlyn. I haven't ever done my nose like that. That's kind of cool.
There you go.
Only thing is, sometimes when I have contouring on, I feel like other people can see it too much. It looks good sometimes on camera, but in person, I'm afraid they're like, oh, we contoured today. So yeah. The key is blending.
It is.
Okay, ladies, I have one eye done and one eye not done. So this is my done eye, and this is my not done eye. Can y'all? Yep. So I want you to see the difference in the two eyes. I'm on my phone tonight, so I feel like I'm looking at something about this big. So a couple of things. First of all, when it comes to eye colors in general, whether it's your eyes, your brows, everything we've seen Ashlyn do, it really, really is about the brushes. So if you have not invested in a really good set of brushes, you got to start there, because whatever you're doing now would actually look better if, all of us have that one brush in our bathroom that looks kind of like this. So it's time to let it go and invest in some new brushes. So first of all, when it comes to women over 50, we have lost our elasticity some on our eyelids. And for those of you that are not over 50, but maybe you want to do a makeover on somebody who's over 50, maybe I can give you some tips to help you. First of all, I have already filled in my brows, and I know, Ashlyn, I think you might do your brows last. Do you?
I do. My eyebrows are the last. I do.
I have a tendency to do my brows first. And the reason is because mine have thinned out so much as I've gotten older. And I feel like it gives me a good palette to work with if I go ahead and do my brows first. So for brows, I'm just going to fill in what I have. Of course, they do get more wiry as you get older. Then you start to lose them. Some of them are white or gray. And if we pull them all out, we won't have any. So what we have to do is basically color them, and we color the hair too, with either a pencil or a powder. And so I use that to kind of use as a guide for my eye color. And I don't draw on a new brow. I just sort of enhance what God gave me. So when it comes to the first step on your lid, when you're going to do your eyeshadow, it is something that Ashlyn's already mentioned, which is the primer. And you can use Flawless, which she's already shown you earlier. You can take a little bit of Flawless on your ring finger, and you can use it on your eyelid, and you can use that as your primer for your eyes, just like you do on your face. Now, you may have put it, I keep having to look in this mirror here. You may have put it on your eyelids when you did put it on your face, but we have a tendency to kind of do this, and we kind of skip the eye. So you want to make sure that you do have primer on your eyelid, and Flawless is a great primer for your eyelids. I mean, y'all can instantly see how that eyelid looks younger just by applying your Flawless on the eyelid. Now we also have the Heavenly Sheen. And Heavenly Sheen is a great primer too. The only thing with Heavenly Sheen for the more mature woman is that it does have a shimmer. So if we look at it, it's a little shiny, okay? And so if you're going to use it, I recommend that you take it off of the wand, put it on your ring finger or your middle finger, and just blend it yourself instead of using the wand so that you don't get so much on there. Now I'm putting both on tonight. You do not need both at all. You can just simply choose the primer that you prefer, whether it's the Heavenly Sheen, because maybe you are younger and you want a little bit of shimmer in there, or whether it's the Flawless that's going to give you a matte finish. But I like Heavenly Sheen. I actually have clients that wear Heavenly Sheen as their lid color, as their first color in their eyeshadow. So if you haven't tried it, definitely you want to experiment with it. Now tonight I'm going to be using out of two things, my Golden Hour, because I love the highlighter that's in Golden Hour. That is a really nice matte highlighter for your eyes. And then I have one of my favorites, which is Yogurt, to use tonight too. So first I'm going to take the highlighter out of the Golden Hour, and I want you to notice how I actually start under my brow. And when I was younger, it was more like this. As I'm older, it's more like this. So it's more of a downward, and it's also more of what we call stippling. Stippling is patting, basically. So I'm taking that highlighter color, and rather than rubbing it across the eyelid, because I have lost some of that elasticity, the eyelid is going to tend to roll more. That skin's going to roll more. So rather than doing that, I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to actually stipple all along that eyelid, and I'm going all the way up to the brow. One of the mistakes that older women make sometimes in their eyeshadow is that they want to put it just on the lid here and not on the bone, the orbital bone. I think it's because we tend to think that, it's not quite as prominent as it used to be. So we don't want to put anything on it. But in reality, we still need to wear a highlighter all the way up to the brow. So you can see I put the highlighter on first. I don't even know what this color is called. It's in the Golden Hour. I don't know the names of those colors, but it is the only highlighter in there. Then for my lid color, when I was Ashlyn's age, and of course it was the 90s, I tended to wear something a little more shimmery and shiny and sparkly on the lid. Now I love Yogurt. Yogurt is a soft pink that I can use right on the lid of my eye, right here on the lid. And that I like because here's the thing, light colors make things come out, and dark colors make them go in. So the reason we contoured, like Ashlyn showed us, is we wanted this to look like it went in. We want our nose to look like it has more shape. Well, on the eye, we want this part of the eye to come out, the lid, but then we want to shape in the middle. So we use the darkest color as our contour. But you'll notice I'm not using anything very dark yet. I'm only using the Yogurt on the lid, and then I use the highlighter up to the orbital bone and all the way up to the brow. Then on my contour color, I love our multi-use brush. If you have not ordered one, I'm almost positive that Ashlyn can get it for you. If you're a customer, if you're a consultant, you certainly can get them. But the multi-use brush is great for contouring not just my eye. I could use it along the sides of the nose. I can use it anywhere I want. A little bit more of a precise type of brush. And you can see how this one's angled just a little bit. So I'm going to take the darkest color that's in the Golden Hour. It's right there beside your highlighter. And I'm going to use that as my contour color. Now you'll notice when I go to put it on that I'm actually, once again, stippling, patting. I'm going to place it where I want it. Now, let's say you have a little bit of a hooding there, looseness to that skin. You're going to take that dark color and you're going to actually just press it along the line that you want it to go on. And then when you get out to the end, so you can see how I'm putting it here. Oh, wait a minute, let me look in my mirror. Okay. So you see, then I come out to the end. I'm going to actually kind of do a little half moon here. Now, when you get it done, you're going to look like you have a black eye. See? But then the key is going to be that blending. And Ashlyn suggested this brush earlier, and I'm glad she did because I use it all the time. I love it for blending. I don't even use it for liquid foundation. I use it for blending. So I'm going to take this brush and I'm literally going to take some of that color that I just applied back off. I'm going to blend it into that contour. And because I don't have a lot of natural contour like I did when I was younger, so I'm creating the illusion of a shadow. Just like we created a shadow in here, we're creating some shadowing on that lid too. And I'm just taking that and I'm blending it. So you can see that then it blended after I put it on. Then we're going to talk a little bit about our eyeliner. Women have a tendency to think that they shouldn't wear eyeliner anymore when they get older. That is not true. You totally need eyeliner. In fact, I have 3 that I use. I use a powder sometime, I use a liquid sometime, and I use a pencil sometime. The difference is this. What you see here is a powder. This is when I'm going for more of a smoky, smudgy, natural look. My pencil is when I want a little bit more drama. And my liquid is when I'm going out in the evening and I'm really looking for my drama there. And I even wear magnetic lashes sometime, which comes with a magnetic liner. And so that's going to give me a more drama if I ever do that. I do not have them on tonight. This is me, these, and I'll show you how I did those. Okay, so with that liner, what I like to do is take the liner brush that comes in your set, your brush set, take that same dark eyeshadow in that golden hour. Here's a little trick for you. Take your neutral hydrating mist or any type of spray liquid. You can use water. Squirt the end of that brush. Go in that darker eyeshadow. It's a dark brown. And I'm going to use that as my liner. So I'm actually going to just make short strokes, connect them together. And I'm using the same color as a liner on my eye that I used as a contour on my eye. Sorry, y'all, I've got to look in this mirror because my phone is little. Can't see in that. The other thing you'll notice is I'm making a little mess right there. So that's, again, I love this brush again for that. It's perfect for getting rid of your little messes that you have underneath there, or a Q-tip. Once again, I'm taking the brown shadow, which is now a liner, and I'm going to go through my bottom lashes with it. So I'm just making short strokes. I don't know how Ashlyn does this so good on a camera, but I'm making short strokes. Huh?
Well, my computer.
Well, it
yeah, it's hard to do it on your phone.
It helps if it's a bigger screen, but anyway.
Yeah.
So now you can see though the difference in your liner. It's kind of a smoky look that you get by using a powdered liner. And if you want to, you can also blend that out a little bit. You can come back with your eyeshadow brush and, kind of clean it up, blend it out a little bit. When it comes to mascara, I like to use 2. I layer my mascaras, and we do have that on sale right now. It ends tonight. I have A-List. I love A-List as my first coat, because it has argan oil in it. And so that argan oil is going to nourish the lash. I like for it to be as close to the natural lash as I can get it. So I put that one on first. So my first mascara application is going to be the A-List. Try not to put, I know it's tempting to kind of put that towards your eye like that, but try not to do that because one slip and you could really hurt your eye. So try to always go from the side. And of course you can put it on the bottom first. And then that way, when you look up, you don't make such a mess. But I find our mascaras are so awesome. I mean, I don't really find that they make much of a mess. Do you, Ashlyn?
No, but if I have a toddler that runs in and grabs my leg in the middle of applying my mascara and I get it on my skin, let it dry completely. I know you really want to get rid of it as soon as it touches your skin, but don't let it dry completely. So like finish the rest of your makeup. And then as soon as it's dry, you can actually take a Q-tip. And if you take that Q-tip and you just roll it like that on top of your mess, it comes right off and it doesn't smudge.
That's a great tip. So this is the top shelf, and that's easy to remember that it goes on top. So I'm using top shelf over A-list to give me a really nice look with my lashes, because as we get older, they do get thinner. Okay. Another thing is lash serums. Use lash serums. They work, and you know what? You can even put them on your brows. So when you use your lash serum on your eyelashes or the line of your lash, also use it on your eyebrow, because it does make the hair grow. So that is.
I do love the lash serum. It has given me my lashes back. I accidentally chopped my lashes off when I was a teenager with an eyelash curler, and when we came out with the lash serum, I started using it and can tell a big difference in my eyelashes.
A lot of people have chopped their lashes off with curlers.
Yeah.
I really never had a lot of lashes, even when I was younger, so I wasn't one to use a curler. But certainly now, using 2 coats of mascara definitely is a must. I feel like as you get older, they're going to get lighter, they're going to get thinner. So there you have it. There's my eyes.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody have any questions about any of that?
Now we're ready to watch you. We're ready to watch you do yours.
What
I do have
color
a
is on your
question.
lip? Yes, ma'am.
What is yogurt available? I've never heard of yogurt.
Did I use a color that's not available? Oh Lord.
I think so.
I might have. Hold on, I'll find out for you.
It's
Okay,
all right.
I've never heard of yogurt.
Nope, you're good. It's one of my favorites too, but I know it went away for a little bit, so we'll have her find out if it came back. One that's very similar though, I'm going to use one that's similar. So this right here is called, hang on, it's called Ballerina, and it has just a little bit of, this one right here is very similar. It has just a little bit. It is available or it's not?
No, Ballerina is very similar.
Okay.
Yes.
I have Ballerina.
Okay, I'm gonna go check on yogurt while you talk.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, Ballerina is this one right here. It's a very light pink, and it doesn't really, I don't even know that it's really like a shimmer. It's just kind of like a very light metallic color, but it's really beautiful. So I'm gonna do that one to show you guys what it looks like. So let me switch to, can you guys see me? Am I like, do you see me as a big picture? Okay. All right, let me go back. I can't see myself. So hang on. Speaker view. Let me see if I can mute Sandy. Hold on one second. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so I'll mute her, and then let me see if I'm on here. Nope, it's still her. Okay. Totally know what I'm doing, guys. Hold on. Now can you see me? Okay, there you go. I spotlighted myself so you guys can see my whole face. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited to show you guys how to do eyebrows, because if I don't do eyebrows, this is what mine looks like. So I definitely, my eyebrows have gotten thinner as I've gotten older, probably because I have gotten them waxed in so many nail salons by people that don't know what they're doing. That a couple years ago, I stopped. And my little sister gave me a tip. She's like, Ashlyn, I thought everybody knew that if she doesn't have good eyebrows, you don't let her touch yours. And I'm like, I've never thought about it, but I guess that makes sense. And she's like, when someone waxes your eyebrows, always check hers out first. And if they look good, you're safe. If they don't, if they look jacked up, do not let her touch your eyebrows. I was like, I wish I would have known that years ago, but okay. So Sandy did fabulous. Like, her eye makeup always looks so good. So I am going to use some similar colors, and I'm going to show you guys. These are our color boxes, and I love these things. They make your life so easy when it comes to doing your makeup. So they come with 2 cheek colors and 3 eyeshadows, and you can put a lipstick in here. So if you put a lipstick in here, so the color actually will stay in, and you can close the lid and it stays in and doesn't fall out. So it's really easy to keep up with everything. So this is one of my favorites. This one is called Buff. I believe it's like a really pretty, or this might be Pearl Drop actually. I think it's Pearl Drop. So it's this really pretty, it's like a white color. And it's a matte, so it's really good to build with. So if you are building to a dark color, you can't just go in with a dark color first. You have to build it. So you want to use like a light color matte, and then maybe one that's a little bit darker, and then go in with the darkest color last. That way you're having like a good foundation for it to be on, especially if you have uneven skin tone on your eyelids. It's especially good for that because you're helping to cover that up. I actually do, so I put my Flawless on first underneath my foundation, and I wanted to show you guys how to use your concealer, and I completely forgot. So I'm just going to do it over my foundation to show you guys. So this is a concealer. We have a new concealer that's coming out hopefully soon, and I'm really excited for it. But in the meantime, I use this one, and it's by Butter London. And I just go in. If you have dark inner circles, like right here, inner corners, I can't talk, inner corners, you can do your highlighter, or I'm sorry, your concealer like this. And just bring it right up here. Everything is backwards on my computer, so if I make my hand go this way, it goes the opposite way on my screen, so it messes with me. Hey, Sandy, you're muted. Unmute yourself.
Hey, Ashlyn, I just walked back in. Are you using Look Alive?
No, I use Look Alive last. So that is my concealer that I just put on my eyes.
Oh, okay.
Yep, but I use Look Alive as my very last thing that I do after I'm done with all of my makeup. So I'll show you guys how to use Look Alive.
Yeah, I'm glad you reminded me, and I meant to show them that I use that in the corners in here too.
Yes. It's really great. So I usually do, I've never had dark circles, y'all, until I had twins. And now I don't get as much sleep as I used to. So I usually always have darkness right in here too. So I like to do this normally before I put my foundation on. So then
I need to tell y'all I shouldn't use that yogurt because it is gone. But we have the ballerina, and there's rose quartz.
Yes.
Both of those are really pretty, and buff. Buff is great for the lid too. So yes, just remember, you just want your lid color to be lighter when you're older. Yes. But not sparkly.
Yep, not too sparkly. So if you are going for something that's not too sparkly, I would recommend either Buff, Pearl Drop is another really good one, and then Ballerina is really pretty. So those are 3 really pretty colors to do on your eyelid. All right, so there is my Flawless primer. So I'm all primed up and ready to go. So I'm going to do, this is Pearl Drop. So this is that really pretty white. And make sure my brightness is, again, it's all the way up. Okay, so I go all over with my eyeshadow. And okay, so the reason that I do my eyebrows last is because my eyebrows are a little darker, and I still have like something like, it's not, I can pretty much outline what I already have. So I usually go pretty light with my eyeshadow. And if I do my eyebrows first, I find that I'm messy when it comes to doing my makeup sometimes, y'all. And if I'm messy, then that light color gets on top of my eyebrows that I've already done, and you can see that light color. So if you're more precise, then absolutely do it first. But I'm usually in a hurry. So I can tend to get a little wild and messy with my eyeshadow. So I just go all over with that lightest color. And something I learned when we were in Atlanta this past January was to relax your face when you do your eyeshadow. And I never have. I've always raised my eyebrows when doing my eyeshadow. It's just a habit. So I've learned that by relaxing your face, you can get everything to match better, especially when like doing your eyebrows. And I've noticed that it has really helped me a lot. So what I'm actually going to do, I can't really see very well in this computer screen, so I'm going to pull my phone camera up, and y'all can still see me, but I'll be able to see better. Hold on. That's better. Okay. Actually, I have a little tiny, isn't this thing cute? You can find these at like TJ Maxx or oh, it looks like Ada threw up on it. Lord have mercy. But you can find these at TJ Maxx or Marshall's or Ross, and they're the cutest little things, little mirrors. I love to use them to do my eyebrows with, or check out the back of my hair before I walk out the door. All right, there we go. Now I can see myself. Okay. So then these are some of my favorite colors that I like to use. So I like to use this ballerina that I was talking about. So this is that really pretty pink color. And I'm going to go all over my eyelid with this one, okay? And I'm using this eyeshadow brush that comes in our brush set. They're so soft. And I just kind of pat a little bit. I like to pat instead of just getting wild with it like that, because it doesn't, if you pat and kind of stipple, you don't waste it. And also it won't land on your cheek. So just like that. And I will give you a tip. If you do like super sparkly or super metallic eyeshadow, you can wet your finger and you can use your finger to apply it. And it will look much more metallic. So that'll show up even brighter. And you can even wet your brush. Just make sure that your brush is just damp, that it's not dripping water, because you'll mess up your eyeshadow that way. But as long as it's just damp, you're good to go. But it will, let me see if I can do it. Let me see if it'll show up for you guys. So I actually use my Nutra Hydrating Mist like Sandy did. I love doing this because it helps to nourish your eyelids too. All right, so let me see if y'all can see the difference here. Can you tell a difference? Can you see it? I don't know if it's clear enough, but it's really, it gives you that really pretty shimmery look. And if you're going out and you're going to be under like bright lights, it's really, really, really pretty. Or like if you're going to dinner, it's really nice because listen, this is how much I think about things. You're going out and you're sitting at dinner, you know how they have like the low hanging lights at the table and it just like illuminates your face. It makes your eyes look beautiful. Okay. So when on date night, you want to do this on date night. Okay. So then Temptress is one of my other favorites. So this is a really pretty like mauve-y purple color. I wear this a lot. I have green eyes, and if you have green eyes, purples make your eyes pop. So it's really pretty for like green eyes, brown eyes. And then if you have brown, you can wear anything. You lucky. So everything looks pretty on brown eyes. And then if you have blue eyes, like neutrals, like really pretty browns and golds, pinks, they look really, really good on you. Okay. So I am going to do this and try to keep my face relaxed when I do this. It doesn't feel natural anymore, but all right. So you just want to start right here, right underneath your brow bone. And again, I just kind of stipple a little bit. And you want it to go. So like my brow bone, if you can feel like my brow bone is right there, I just barely go up and touch my eyebrow bone with it. And I've learned how to do this with my eyes open, and it looks really, really good. And then you just blend it. Just like that. You'll see. And then something else that you can do is if you want to do like a little bit of a darker color in the corner, and that's what this brush right here is really good for. So I'm going to take, this is another color box that I have with different colors in it. So this one right here is one of my favorites. It's called Suede, and it's this really pretty gray color. I have yogurt in here too, Sandy, at the top. So this is really a really pretty gray. And I like to take this round brush, or you can do the one that Sandy held up, which I can get for you guys if you want one of those brushes. It's basically the same thing, just a different handle. It has the same tip on it. But you can go right here in the corner and tap with a darker color. And just very easily, gently tap. You don't want to go too far out because you don't want it to look like it's bringing your eyes down. So just tap it in, and then you can do little swirls. And I will give you guys a tip on how to hold your brush. If you hold your brush towards the end back here, it's going to give you a softer look and it won't be as harsh. So this is going to help it because you don't have as much control. So it's not going to be as aggressive as if you hold it here. Like the whole, like it's this whole thing. So like the way your forearm is like really strong, if you hold it right here, it'll end up being darker. But if you do it back here, it'll be lighter and kind of wispy, if that makes sense. There you go, just like that. And if you need to blend it more, I love this little thing right here. I got it at, I get everything from TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross. I love those places. So they have these little tins that have these little sponges. They're like $3 or $4, but they have these little sponges on the inside so you can clean your brush before you do another color. And it literally, it just takes the color off your brush before you blend or before you use the next color. It's amazing. So I love those little things. So then you can just come right back in and just blend it. You don't ever want to be able to tell where the color starts and stops. So you don't want there to be like a harsh line. You just want it to be really soft and blend. Just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other side really quick. Does anybody have any questions so far? Have I lost you? Are you following me? Okay. And then I'm going to show you guys how to take, if you're creating a smoky look, how to take this brush and do it underneath your eyes to give you that really sultry look. Okay. And if it looks too dark, don't panic. You can blend it out. The more blending you do, the lighter it's going to be. And then, of course, you can always take, if you get it too far down, you can take your foundation brush and just clean up the corners right there, just like that. Okay. All right. So then I like to take this brush, the little round brush, and you don't want to use the darkest color that you did. So I like to do this one right here. This is the one that I did on the crease up here. This is the Temptress one. So normally the second color that you use. And just get it on the very tip of your brush and tap it so you get any excess off. And then you're going to tilt your head down and look up. And let me move my mirror. There we go. All right. And then you're going to go right under your lash line. Just the tip of your brush. Okay. And this is going to give you that really pretty smudgy look on the bottom. There you go. And I'm going to show you guys how to clean this up with Look Alive and make it look even better. So Look Alive is a matte powder that is a brightening powder that you can use over top of your foundation to help clean up any messes underneath your eyes where anything has fallen. And it also helps to brighten everything up, which I need all the help I can get right now. So now I'm going to do my eyeliner next, and I actually use, I'm with Sandy, I use all three, and for the exact same reasons that she does. I do love the powder foundation, or I'm sorry, the powder eyeliner. And I had never used powder eyeliner until I joined Alouette. I didn't know it was a thing. And then I did a makeup class. Went to a makeup class like this and saw them using it. And I was like, well, I want to try that. And I've never gone back. It's amazing. So I'm going to do one eye in this, and I'm going to do the other eye with our liquid liner so you guys can see the difference. Okay. So I just used a dark eyeshadow. So this is the Cocoa Couture. This is the one that I use. So it's a very dark, rich, chocolatey color. I think it's one that Sandy uses as well. And so I have dampened my brush. So this is the eyeliner brush, and this comes in the brush set as well. So then I'm going to close my eyes. And so if you are coming in from the outside, you want to tilt your brush like this, okay? If you're starting from this way and going back, you want this shortest. So if you're, whichever way you're going, you want it to be laid like this. I don't really know how to explain that, so just watch me do it. So I usually start from the outer corner and work my way in and just do almost like you're connecting the dots. You just do little tiny strokes. And I love this, but like she said, it gives you a really pretty smoky, soft, smudged look. But I also love it because if you have an emotional moment and you cry, or if you sweat, it doesn't smudge. It stays on. So until you take it off with your makeup remover at night, it pretty much stays put, which I really, really love.
Also, Ashlyn, it's more forgiving. So if you mess up a little bit, you can kind of smudge it out.
Yep.
And of course, if you're working with a woman whose lid is not tight, you know, she's older and she's not going to have that tightness in her lid, then you can actually make the short strokes and connect them so much for sure.
Yes, exactly. It's much, much easier to clean up. Whereas I'll show you in a second, when you use the liquid liner, you do have to have a steady hand to use the liquid liner because it's not as forgiving. So this is our Liquid Precision eyeliner, and I love this one if I'm going for that dramatic look, like Sandy said. So this is what it looks like. So this is it has a very, very fine tip, and y'all, it lasts forever. I've had this longer than I want to admit. I'm sure it's time to replace it. Okay, so you're going to close your eye and very carefully start at the back and just slowly work your way forward. Little strokes. Mattis, go, shoo, shoo, go outside. Sorry, my dog just came barging in. All right, and then once you get to about right there, almost like halfway, you're gonna start and go in the other direction. Now, I don't go all the way in because if you do, it can make your eyes look kind of squinty. So I do not go all the way to the corner with my liquid liner. So I usually stop right about here, like 3/4 of the way. And whatever you do, when you do liquid liner, do not look up with your lashes. Like, keep your eyes straight or down until it dries, because if you look up, this eyeliner is going to touch up here and you cannot get it off. So let it dry completely, but it is beautiful when you learn how to do it. It takes a little bit of practice.
Show y'all this. I meant to show you this earlier, but this is one of my favorite tools in my bathroom.
Oh, I love it. Yes, I need one of those.
I keep it. You can find them at the dollar store, and I keep it in my bathroom all the time for mascara and for liner.
I've never thought about that. That is a great idea.
So if you get a chance to get one.
That is a fabulous idea. I will get one next time I go to the store. All right. So there is the difference in the eyeliners. So see how this one's more smudgy. This one's more of like that precise line. Okay. So even when I do this, I do a little bit of eyeliner on the bottom. So you can use black, you can use brown. So I do not do the liquid on the bottom because it's too much for my eyes. So I come back in with just a darker color.
I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. It's too much for anybody's eyes.
It is.
Don't use the liquid on the bottom. Yeah.
Don't ever use liquid on the bottom. Yep. So I just use a dark brown or black, and I just go right here. And I don't, like I said, on the bottom, I don't go all the way in either. I stop before I get to the corner. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do this on the other side too. Okay. And now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and then I'll do my mascara. Okay, so eyebrows. We have these eyebrow pencils that I absolutely love. This is, I use the one that is in taupe, and it has this really cool brush on the end, so you can actually brush out your eyebrows to prep them, and you can also use this after you have colored them to go back over it to really help blend everything in, okay? But I'm going to show you guys how to do this with eyeshadow because mine is empty and I'm getting ready to place an order and order a new one. I just ran out this week. So I'm going to show you how to do it with your eyeshadow. So I'm going to take this, and because the color I use for my eyeliner is way too dark for my eyebrows, so I'm going to take this and clean it off on my sponge. And you want to pick a color that is as close to your eyebrows as you can get. So for me, it's this like grayish brown suede color. And you just start out very light, okay? And then I start right here on the bottom, on the inside, and relax your eyebrow, like relax your face as much as you can. And you just follow along with where your eyebrows already are. So you're basically filling in the bald spots is what you're doing. And then I just go right along the line.
Never thought about using suede. That's a great color.
It's the one that matches my hair color the most, the closest. See the difference? It looks much better once you get mascara on, trust me. Mascara brings everything together. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one. And we do have a mascara special. If you need a mascara, if your mascara is more than 3 months old and you have used it even once, it is time for a new mascara because it is now growing bacteria in the tube. And that is how you get eye infections and styes and all that fun stuff. And it also dries it out. So we have a, it's called the Lash Bash. We have a lash deal for you guys tonight. If you need new mascara, you basically get 2 of the top shelf mascaras for $37, or you can do a eyelash serum and get a mascara for free. So we have a bundle with the eyelash serum and the mascara for $75. If you want better, healthier lashes, the lash serum is amazing. And I love our lash serum because it does not have any growth hormones in it. It's all natural ingredients, so it's really good for your eyes. And it's just a clear serum that you put on every night before you go to bed on your clean eyelashes. And like Sandy said, you can put them on your eyebrows as well. I have done it. It works great. It really helps. All right, there we go. There's my eyebrows. So now I'm going to do my mascara, and I am going to use the top shelf. So you do, like Sandy said, make sure that you are doing your mascara on your bottom lashes first, because if you do them on the top first, when you look up to do your bottom lashes, your eyelashes are going to touch your eyes up here and you're going to get mascara everywhere. So always do the bottom first. And I love the wand on this top shelf because it's curved and it's perfect to get in everywhere. Okay. And I love this because it's not clumpy. It's just very, very silky. Okay. And never pump your mascara, because if you pump it, you're pumping air into the tube and it makes it dry out so much faster. I don't know why we used to do that. Why did we? Well, I don't know what the purpose. I used to do it because I saw other people do it, but I never really knew the whole point behind it.
I think oh, not okay. I thought I was muted. I think psychologically we thought we were getting more on that brush somehow.
I guess so.
We weren't.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Makes sense. Y'all, this brush is just, the curve on it is perfect because it really can get into like the very corner of your eye. And it is really good at separating all of your lashes and giving you that really pretty full volume look. There you go. If you don't have lashes, it will help you find your lashes. And the color boxes, if you saw, so these color boxes right here, so these retail for about $117. So that you have the box, you have the 2 cheek colors, the 3 eyeshadows, and a lipstick. They're completely customizable. They're magnetic. So whenever a color runs out, you just pop out the empty color. There's little holes right here on the back. So you can take an earring stud or a bobby pin or a paper clip and pop out the empty pans, reorder new colors or your favorite colors, whichever you choose. You got a mirror right here. So there'll never be a color in here that you don't like or you don't want. So this is $117 value, but tonight they are $59 and you get to pick the colors that come in them, and that special ends tonight. So I wanted to let you guys know if you want some new color. I'm happy to place an order for you tonight if you want some things. If you are on here and you are a consultant, we actually have a 40% off. We have a coupon code that you can use that ends tonight as well, where you can get 40% off total 40% off your order. And all of those specials, the mascara special, the color box, the consultant coupon, it all ends tonight. So if you got 2 color boxes, you would actually be getting buy one, get one free. You'd be getting 2 for the price of 1 is what I mean. Okay. All right, so there is my mascara is done. So now I like to just do this really quick. Just take my powder brush and just brush away anything that fell down. And then I'm going to show you guys how to use Look Alive and my lipstick, and we'll be good to go. So Look Alive comes in this cute little jar right here. Okay, and it's just the matte powder. And I'm going to use my eyeshadow brush, but I'm going to clean it off first to make sure I don't have anything on it. I love this little sponge, guys. It's the best thing ever. Okay. Start with a clean brush, and I just tap it on your counter to make sure that so when you open it, it doesn't like fall out the top. All right. So I just dip my brush in it, tap it off, and then I also swirl it around in the lid so you don't get too much. Okay. And then you literally just apply it underneath your eye. And it just brightens up everything. You can clean up any mess that maybe this came down too far and you didn't mean for it to. If you go out right here. You know that, I don't know if you guys have seen that little tip. It's like all over TikTok and Instagram, where if you put your concealer up here, it looks like you have an eye lift. Well, instead of doing that, I use Look Alive right here, and then I blend it out. Okay, and then you can take the fluffy brush and just blend it just like that. You can see the difference between my two eyes. There you go. So that's how you use Look Alive. And now I'm gonna do my lipstick, and we have so many beautiful lipsticks. Moxie Mauve is one of my favorites. I use it a lot. I am actually gonna do Sienna Rose tonight because it is closer to the color of my earrings that I have on. I'm all about matching my makeup to the outfit that I'm wearing. And also, I will tell you guys, I love our lipstick. So before I started wearing Alouette lipsticks, I could never wear lipstick because it would dry my lips out so bad that my lips would literally peel. Like I would have layers of skin peel off of my lips. It was the strangest thing. There's also something in lipstick. It's going to sound crazy. Maybe there's somebody else on here that it does this too. Some lipsticks, even like expensive lipsticks, okay? When I would breathe in, it would cause me to cough. So there was some ingredient in the lipstick that would make me cough. And so it was just the most annoying thing. So I never wore it. But Alouette's lipsticks are infused with vitamin E and aloe. They do not have any of those bad ingredients in them. They're very, very smooth. They are long wear lip colors, so they will last you forever. They feel super smooth. And instead of drying your lips out, they actually nourish and hydrate your lips. So I love, love, love our lipsticks. I have about every color that we have. And the color boxes come with your lipstick color of choice. So you can add a lipstick. So there we go. The only other thing that I would normally add is our setting spray, which is still in my kit from this weekend. I forgot to grab it before I came in here, but we have a fabulous setting spray. It's called Set and Shield. Yep, Sandy has it. Sandy's using it right now. Hold on, Sandy. Let me spotlight you. Oh, you're beside me now. Hey. Okay, so yep, she has a Set and Shield, and it has charcoal in it. So you just spray it just like that when you're done with your makeup. Look at us tag teaming it tonight.
And be generous with it. Be generous. Don't be shy.
Yes. And it's going to set your makeup and keep it looking great all day. If you wear a mask, so if you have to wear a mask a lot during the day still, it's going to be really good to keep your makeup looking great. So if you have noticed that when you get home from work, your mask has more makeup on it than your face does, it's going to help to prevent that. So it keeps your mask cleaner, helps to keep your makeup looking fresher longer. And the charcoal is in it is great if you have oily skin. It helps to absorb that excess oil throughout the day that your skin might produce, but also it has that and grapeseed extract that helps to protect your skin from environmental stressors throughout the day. So blue light damage, it helps to protect your skin from your computer screen, your phone screen, your tablet, and pollutions and chemicals and all that good stuff that floats through the air and attaches to your skin. So it's a multi-purpose spray, and it smells amazing. It has that grapeseed oil in it, so it smells really, really fresh. So there you go, guys. Do y'all have any questions? Did I miss anything?
You look beautiful.
Thanks. You look beautiful. All right, guys.
I appreciate it.
I hope y'all all learned